First, I'm looking for Tamara Hodas. Where is she? On the chair. Ah, she's over there. You can tell us a bit more about some sub-projects that were in this together. That's for Home 04. Because one of the aims was building a sort of an online monitoring tool to improve the care and the support for the homeless. How did that work? Did it work?
Okay, well, actually, that was one of the working lines that we established in the project. And this tool was actually designed in partnership between two institutions, two local governments, the City Council of Seville and City Council of Granada. And, well, actually, we can't say that if this tool worked or not, because the tool has to be piloted properly during a period of time. But actually, the professionals that have participated in the design of the tool during the whole process, they have a really good evaluation of the possibilities, the potential that this presents for their work. So for us, I think this is very important because it's been developed from, you know, the people working in the ground with homeless people. So this is the most important thing, I think.
Is there another target group that you can work with this tool? Can you use this tool for more things, for more people, more target groups?
Sure, you can. I mean, I think this is not the first time that this kind of tools is used to work with vulnerable groups. So, for example, in Andalusia, we have a similar tool that is already, it's been working for some time, that is used to work with drug addiction groups, you know. So,
are there still some challenges for your sub group, for your sub objective these coming years that you really find interesting and that the stakeholders and policymakers should be aware of?
Yeah, sure. There are lots of challenges, and especially in this crisis context, that, you know, homelessness phenomena has increased. At least that's what, you know, professionals have you know, transmitted to us. So the main challenge is that political authorities have to be aware of this problem. Not only political authorities, but also citizens and professionals, because this is a very complex problem, and we need to improve the quality of the services provided to these citizens. And apart from that, of course, we also want to continue exploring the possibilities of ICT tools, because, you know, they are a powerful tool to improve the services in two senses we have discovered. First, to improve collaboration, methodology, coordination among professionals. And the second sense is for users, homeless people, because it's a powerful normalization tool. You know, that it provides autonomy, independency, and to, you know, more participation in society.
Tamara, thank you so much. I'm going to Ben Schouten from Share IT, one of the other sub-projects. Well, Jolanda already said something about two important things. The demand-driven approach, but also the integral policy development of things. How is that when it comes to Share IT?
I think Jolanda pointed out lots of interesting things, like, for instance, that you have to improvise, that you have to be flexible, and that's also in line with the thing I said earlier. You have to play, so because things are not predefined anymore, you have to react. So what we did in the Share IT project is a way of working. We tried to see if we could make a methodology, and the questions we asked ourselves: how do you kickstart something? Well, how do you get your local stakeholders together? How do you finance it? And because we saw lots of different problems in our different regions, this was about e-inclusion and how to, for instance, work with social minorities. We could see also different solutions, but we tried to come up with one integrated approach. So we made a generic toolkit, and it's here, and you can have it as a present later on, and in which we developed. Okay. Yeah, but then my 3 minutes are gone. But okay.
Then I just say, so so what we try to do is not solve, let's say, a problem in an area, but try to solve a generic problem and to see if you could port this specific idea to other solutions. So, for instance, we worked with new media, storytelling from local inhabitants and problem groups. But this is not specific on this own topic. It could be ported to other topics, and that's why I think we should go to an integrated approach and an integrated policy making.
Thank you so much, Ben Schouten. Thank you. Then we go to Erik Slangen. You can present us a little bit more about T-Cares, because if we talk about the demand-driven approach, what can you add to that if it comes to T-Cares?
Yeah. Well, we were looking for a way to better meet the needs of the users, and when we met for the first time in England, all the different participants on one of the announcing events, we were just talking about, because we didn't even go there to form a group together. We just went out of interest, and we were talking to each other about a lot of ICT projects that are going on, and we concluded that none of them is user driven. It's all technology driven, and so right there at the spot we decided to make a project and see if we can put this user perspective in different forms of ICT related to care. So what we did in our projects was really to get a good idea of what users want, and one of the first conclusions is there are lots and lots of different users in all these projects. So it's not only the elderly people, it's also the care workers, it's the family. So really there are users between 12 years old, you know, the family who want to have a good contact to the grandparents, the grandchildren, but also care workers, young care workers who are very comfortable with a lot of technology, but also a lot of older care workers who never had to use any ICT in their work.
That was a challenge.
So that was really a big challenge, and we just tried to do something with that on each individual level. So in each part of the project, we did a research on what users want. And for example, we even developed a special tool to do questionnaires with elderly people on a laptop. And it's designed to also work on touchscreens. And one of the great things that is at the moment that you're going to ask older people about their opinion, and you do it on a laptop, you're also introducing them to technology at the same time, and helping them overcome a fear of technology. So it was that kind of approach, try to well, get our projects better.
Thank you so much, Erik Slangen. Okay. And thank you so much, Jolanda Snyder, for North Brabant and for Southeast England.